Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
Good morning and welcome to the Psalm TV Morning Show. I am Abraham Minor Joda. It's a brand new week and a brand new chance and yes, brand new opportunity to write another page in the success story. Welcome to the morning show where we inspire your mind, engage your day, energize your day and set the tone for a very productive week ahead. Well, it's Monday. The day that separates those who dream from those who do. The day to shake off the weekend and the weekend blues and walk boldly towards your purpose. Let me tell you a short story. Every Monday carries a slight silent promise that no matter how last week ended, this one can begin better. And that's our mindset this morning, our renewed strength, fresh goals, and unstoppable spirits. Well, talking about unstoppable spirits, the story of a young man somewhere around Bekaji in Yola, who was a kiosk and who started each week sweeping the front of the kiosk, keeping it clean. And people laugh, saying, "Why are you bothering?" The moment you clean it, people come and litter again. He said, and it's just dust. And he replied, if I can't keep my small space clean, how will I ever manage a big one? Today, that young man has grown up to become a respected business leader, even though he had limited education, because consistency, not circumstance, defines greatness. And my quote of the day comes from a Nigerian leader, former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, who once said, "No one's political ambition is worth the blood of any Nigerian." That quote reminds us that true leadership begins with service and compassion, not power or ambition. Whether you're leading a company, a classroom, or just your own life, lead with empathy and Nigeria be better for it. So wherever you're watching from, at home, at work, on the road, rise with purpose, smile with confidence, and step into the Monday knowing that your best is yet to come. Once again, welcome to the Psalm TV Morning Show, where every sunshine begins with a story worth sharing. And we've made this morning with a story worth sharing and also bringing the weather reports and others. Two wonderful people in the studio. Let me start from my right with the lady, Jane Yakubu. Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
You're welcome.
Thank you, sir.
How was your weekend?
It was fine.
Thank you. And on my left is the usual suspect, the director of news and public affairs on Psalm TV, Mr. Era Daniel Cohen, a.k.a. Mr. Taraba.
Good morning to you out there, retired Mr. Taraba.
Well, talking about Mr. Taraba, I think this planet, what they call them, they organized Mr. and Ms. Taraba on Friday, and they are new Mr. and Ms. Taraba, and I think watch out for entertainment news, which will carry details of the new Mr. and Ms. Taraba, organized by Mr. Honorable Disebi Baladonga, who is the
Prime Planet?
Yeah, Prime Planet, and is also the senior special assistant to the governor on illicit drug and youth drug abuse. So watch out for the details of this in entertainment news. by 8 p.m. today. So, well, let's go to the weather report. Jane Yakubu.
Yes, sir.
It was the weather report.
Okay. Good morning. I am Jane Yakubu, and welcome to your Some TV weather update. Here's a quick look at weather conditions across major cities in Nigeria this morning. Jalingo, currently at 22 degrees centigrade, expects mild temperature with partly cloudy skies throughout the day. Aba also 22 degrees centigrade, with chances of light showers later in the evening. Lagos holds steady at 23 degrees centigrade, expect warm and humid temperature with cloudy intervals. Across other cities, we have Abeokuta 23 degrees centigrade, Olimosho 23 degrees centigrade, Benin City 23 degrees centigrade, Calabar 23 degrees centigrade, Enugu 22 degrees centigrade, Ibadan 23 degrees centigrade, and we have Ilorin 22 degrees centigrade, Jos cooler at 18 degrees centigrade, Kaduna 21 degrees centigrade, Kano 22 degrees centigrade, Katsina 23 degrees centigrade, Maiduguri 24 degrees centigrade, Ogbomoso 22 degrees centigrade, Onisha 23 degrees centigrade, and Ogbomoso 22 degrees centigrade, Port Harcourt 24 degrees centigrade, Sokoto 22 degrees centigrade, and finally Warri at 23 degrees centigrade. Meanwhile, other global weather agencies are monitoring a likely new tropical storm forming in the Atlantic, while the Pacific region braces for possible hurricanes this week. In the U.S., forecasts show temperature swings and much-needed rainfall in the eastern states. That's for your Some TV weather report. Stay tuned for more updates on our business, daily, and morning news. Thank you. Some TV, the pulse of the nation.
Thank you very much. Some TV is really the pulse of the nation. So, well, before we go to the newspaper this morning, we'll go for a very, very short break. When we come back, the newspaper review continues on Some TV Morning Show.
Fellow Tarabians, my name is Professor Jerome Nyame, the People's Professor. I want to call on all 168 wards that continuous voters registration is currently going on. I urge you to get your PVC today, your voice, and your ticket to participate in shaping our dear states. Get your PVC now, keep it safe, and exercise your rights. Let's make our voice heard. Thank you. I remain the People's Professor, Professor Jerome Nyame.
Welcome back to the morning show. So without wasting much time, we'll go to the newspapers instantly. We're starting with the Punch. The Punch, let's see the stories on the Punch. Petrol remained 865 naira per litre amid Dangote free delivery. FX inflow pushes naira to 1,465 naira per dollar. Nigeria trade with African countries surged by 610 billion naira. And then we have this story also. Brazilian team win Lagos electric boat race. That is ET Lagos. Did you watch the electric boat race that took place in Lagos?
No, I didn't. It's just that it's all over the news, so but I couldn't follow it like that from the beginning to the end. After all, I'm not...
You're not electric boat. The thing is that it just shows the possibilities we have in this country. And I like the way Lagos is tapping into those natural resources. They have limited land. So they look at it, why don't we bring our water sports into Lagos? And it's a good one, and I look forward to other places that have those water bodies to attract such events. And it's a good one, the Brazilian team won. Maybe the next time I'm going to work with my brothers from Lao, and we'll carry.
Oh, yeah, yes.
I will look for how to get an electric boat and to go win that race.
If you have this mastery of the maneuvering of boats that use hand pedal, you should be very good with the electric boat.
So it's good. It's just like swimming at the Olympics or sports swimming. There was a time we found out that there are a lot of people that can swim for long distance. They can stay underwater, but it's a different ball game. It's swimming with speed. There are some technicalities attached to it. So you may be able to know how to swim, stay underwater, stay for a very long time, but can you do it at a speed that will qualify you for this? Then you look at people from the riverine area, they're very good at this, but they are not trained to go for those sporting activities. Even their body shape. Look at those swimmers from Australia, the US. You will see that from looking at their body shape, they are shaped like fish. So if you're looking like me or looking like you, no matter how good you are, you can't beat them because your body structure wouldn't give you the speed and the technicality you need. So I think that also applies to almost everything. You have the potentials, but if you don't harness it, nothing will come out of it.
Yeah. But on a funny, lighter note, you said their body shape looks like fish.
So not that kind of, let me say, look more like tilapia fish than those. Let's go to the major headline. Terrorism, retired generals back call for state of emergency. That is on the Punch. Ex-military chief, state of emergency will speed up anti-insurgency efforts. So let's see what they have to say there. According to the Punch, some retired senior military officers have thrown their weight behind a proposal by former Chief of Defense Staff General Lucky Irabor for a state of emergency to tackle the Boko Haram insurgency. Irabor, in his book, Scars, Nigeria's Journey and the Boko Haram Conundrum, argued that the government lacks the political will to effectively address the crisis. Then Brigadier General Peter Arrow and Major General Dayo Olokoju backed Irabor's proposal, citing the need for a coordinated approach to address the insurgency. Then state of emergency benefits, Arrow said a properly declared state of emergency will give coherence and urgency to the fight against insurgency, allowing the military to act with precision and integrity. Okay, multilateral approach. Olokoju emphasized the need for a broader approach that addresses the root causes of terrorism. Wow, beautiful statements made by them, but I looked at all of them. They have people that have headed, they are generals in the army who had the opportunity. All of them fought against insurgency and Boko Haram. Why didn't they bring up these ideas? Or did they bring up these ideas and it was not accepted by the government then? These are the things we should be talking about. Because I can also sit down and come up with these ideas. But the problem is, while I was there, was I able to implement something similar to this? And did I come out while I was in active service to say, well, this is what we want, this is what we want? Because then when they are in service, they will say all is good, they are winning the war, they're pushing insurgency to the war, and Nigeria is technically winning, and the rest of it. So what's your take?
Yes, I accept if you want to look at it from that perspective where some people will assert that insecurity is an international phenomenon that happens everywhere. And because what is the definition of state of emergency that he is describing here? What is the definition of that? Is it that during Jonathan Goodluck, there were institutional state of emergency in Adamawa, Yobe, and I think Borno State, some states in the northeast like that. A partial kind of state of emergency, partial in quotes, because some people will say that is the true state of emergency, where the governors and the State House of Assembly will still be there, but the security architecture is completely out of the reach of the governors. That was instituted, and it was there for some months. But after it, the insurgency increased. It continued rather, though we must admit that the frequency of the attack reduced. So I don't know what General Rabo is trying to say. The definition of state of emergency is what we need clarification on, because he should come out and spell it out. Maybe for security reasons, he may not want to say it in public domain like this, but he should be able to advise the sitting Chief of General Staff, the sitting Chief of Army Staff, even the presidency, that this is what I think, considering his experience, considering that he's an ex-serviceman and other things like that, there is a need for this and that to be done. Then I think we should take it up from there. Else, the state of emergency that we know, is it the one that happened in Rivers State recently?
The question is, where all the state of emergency in power in this that we've done, how many has really worked? If you look at the problem of Nigeria, every sector needs state of emergency.
Yes.
Why don't we just do the right thing? Because to me, you declare a state of emergency on terrorism, there's banditry. You say declare on Boko Haram, we have banditry. We have some insurgency in the southeast. Then how you move soldiers completely from point A to point B. Tomorrow you go to, you focus all energy. We've seen situation whereby all the military heads will move to a place.
That reminds me of...
And the day they leave, just like you always say, the more day they leave,
2 days later,
they'll come back and get their things, or they'll move to the neighboring state. So why don't you just do the right thing?
So somebody wanted to establish some business, so he went to his uncle and said, please, uncle, I want you to bless me. I want to start a business. What he wanted was that the person will come and advise him and give him some funds. But they gave him a place to sleep. He woke up in the morning after devotion. The uncle said, okay, go, I've blessed you. He waited. I said, yes, you said you came for blessing. So maybe the government would just say, okay, we have, just like you said, so many state of emergencies have been declared on the education sector, on this and that and that and that. So General Rabo will need to give us the details of what he actually wants Nigerians to do concerning what he described as state of emergency. I
just want us to do the right things. Do the right thing, fight insurgency, whether by declaring state, because I've not seen state of emergency work. It's only just give those doing it the opportunity to say we have declared this. But at the end of the day, nothing changes at all. And
during the state of emergency, the life of Nigerians in those locations will become more miserable. Movement is restricted. People cannot go to the hospital easily in the nights like that. And so many arrests. Yes, network will be cut off. You can't make calls, you can't do this. I've seen reports of people who were about to go to the hospital for an emergency in the night, and that was how they lost the pregnant woman and the baby, because the military had to stop them at several checkpoints to ascertain whether they're going to the hospital or not.
And to end it all, immediately the state of emergency ends. The people will assume that since after some time it goes back to normal. So what? Let's go to Tribune, the Nigerian Tribune. Tinubu PDP chieftain hail Okpe Bola Road infrastructure revolution. That is on the Tribune. Meanwhile, on digital payments raise heat up, fintechs drive 71.5 trillion transactions as banks monetize digital growth. That is on the Tribune. Then let's just go to the major story. We see 2027, disquiet in ADC over Obi's move. Party must consider zoning to South Tanko Yanusa. Then he's running away from contest, NWC member. Next election will be a 3-horse race, Chekwas Okorie. Well, the ADC are already not comfortable with the position of Peter Obi. If you want to be, white, be white. If you want to be black, be black. Let me just take what they say. There's a growing unease within the African Democratic Congress over Peter Obi's rumored plans to ditch the party for another platform ahead of the 2027 general elections. Obi's camp hasn't confirmed any plans to leave, but some party members are speculating about his intentions. Some of the key developments are the zoning issue. The Obedient Movement National Coordinator, Dr. Yanusa Tanko, believes the ADC should zone its presidential ticket to the southern part of the country. He stated if ADC doesn't zone, it is within Obi's right to decide what to do. Then Presidential Ambition, a member of the ADC Interim National Working Committee, accused Obi of running away from a presidential convention, despite the party conceding to his choice for National Organizing Secretary. The official said, what kind of Democrat is he that is running away from primary? Now, this is the situation. Peter Obi wants, according to this report, wants it to be zoned to the south. He doesn't want to go to the party and slug it out if it's not zoned to the south. Then the ADC is of the opinion, why is it running away from the contest? If you want to rule Nigeria, then why are you looking for a soft primary? If you can't win a primary that comprises all parts of the country, then, well, although it is good that it is zoned, but why is it? That's what happened in PDP when he left the Labour Party. The same thing is happening in the ADC. He has this history now of running away from tough primaries to go and look for an easy way out. That is what the ADC is talking about. Why can't he work with the ADC? We should provide him a stronger platform. If he emerges as their presidential candidate, it is going to be something that will bring him much more support than him running alone. If he goes to a LP, it's more or less like he's running alone. He doesn't have that political structure, even though he's a very, very popular man.
Yes, politics is about interest and it's about strategy. Maybe he is not too comfortable with primaries because the structure in the primaries may place him at a disadvantage. He has ambitions, and normally, just like any other politician, he has the mandate of people who ask him to contest. You understand? Because most likely, he will have told you that some people like this have come up to say, I should contest. So he will have to look for a platform that will make him shine. If he has not seen that platform in ADC, he has the right to go to wherever he wants to go to. I think ADC, to me, in this matter, is more righteous than Obi. I don't think we should be looking at a candidate based on the region where he comes from. We should be looking at credibility. Though it is politics, some of these things must come out to play.
Definitely.
But how about getting a credible candidate that wherever he is, from the south, from the southeast, from the northeast, wherever it is that he comes from, if he's going to deliver and salvage Nigeria from the grip of the challenges we're facing as a nation, there is nothing wrong with that. So if ADC is saying, come, let's do it on a level playing ground where anybody that emerges, emerge, and Obi is saying there is a need for it to be zoned, then I think ADC is more righteous, considering that if it has to be the issues that will salvage Nigeria. But if it comes to you want to pursue your dreams and you have a way of doing it, and if this platform called ADC is not giving you the platform, you look for where you want to go to.
Yeah, definitely. And I don't even think he has joined the ADC.
Officially.
He hasn't joined, still a member of the Labour Party. So
officially.
The ADC, they said they considered his choice for National Organizing Secretary and gave him a slot to bring someone as the National Organizing Secretary of the party. They also they said the ADC official, they are not desperate to have him, that they want to build a formidable opposition party where discipline is still and members subordinate themselves to party organs. Then Chief Chekwas Okere, a former Abga chieftain, who is also an ally of Peter Obi, predicts a 3-horse race in 2027. He said with Atiku Abubakar likely to pick the ADC ticket, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu emerging as the APC candidate, and Peter Obi potentially running in another
political party.
So, coming from Chief Chekwas Okere, it carries a lot of weight because he's an ally of Peter Obi. They've been together in APCA and the rest of it. Well, let's see how this works out.
Let's see how it works out.
It's still a long way. Then we're not even talking about the PDP.
Look at that is another thing. But look at the way it is now. It's the same major candidates that played out in 2023. Atiku, most likely that is Atiku in ADC, Tinubu still in APC most likely. Then Peter Obi, only God knows where he's going to emerge. Most likely still the Labour Party or maybe another SDP or something.
Oh, let's watch it. Okay, let's go to the Vanguard. Vanguard for today says Serap to governors account for 14 trillion fuel subsidy savings. That's a good one from Serap. The governors should be able to account for those 14 trillion fuel subsidy savings. Imisi wins BB Nigeria season 10, gets 150 million naira. That is on page 6. The Big Brother Nigeria season 10 as a winner. Imisi won. It was given the sum of 150 million naira among other things.
That's quite huge.
That's quite huge. Well, people always say, why don't they give those in technology? I say, well, the money they make from Big Brother Ninja, will you make the same money? I'm not saying that. I don't support. I don't watch it. I've never sat down to watch it for 30 minutes or even 20 minutes. But the thing is that the brand is a business and they make money from it. So definitely. So what I always say is that we should also try to build education, now brands, technology brands, to the point that people, do you know how much people vote?
It's a huge investment. So, well, just like you said, and I quite agree with you, if those who are investing into it want it the way it is now, you don't have any options. So who pays the piper calls the tune.
Yes,
so that is the way it is.
Okay. Now there's this story. Household suffers as cooking gas shortage worsen rises to 25,000 naira. So let's just go to the major headline. $92 billion lithium rush leaves Nigerian investors behind. That's the major story on Vanguard. Let us see what that is all about. It's about the money. And it seems we have been left out in that rush. Okay, Nigeria's lithium rush has left local investors behind, with foreign interests, particularly Chinese companies, dominating the sector. Despite the country's vast lithium deposits, estimated to be worth over $34 billion, Nigerian investors are yet to play a significant role in the industry. Some of the key issues include foreign dominance. China-led foreign interests have taken the lead in exploiting and trading lithium in Nigeria's north-central region, which hold over 70% of the country's proven reserves. The lack of the currently no Nigerian investor is known to be a significant player in the sector, except for artisanal miners. Therefore, Chinese investment companies like Avata and Ganfeng has invested heavily in lithium processing plants in Nasarawa State, with Avata's plant recently commissioned and Ganfeng 200 million facility nearing completion. So these are major investments. And if you ask me, the Nigerian businessmen are there, but if it's a business they don't know much about, look at the $200 million investment. If they don't know much about it, they don't have the technicalities, they don't have the capacity in that business, it will not make sense for them to just go and invest simply because we have lithium in Nigeria. I think with time, by the time we study, we have more technical know about this, more Nigerians will definitely invest in this sector.
Yes, you don't just invest into something that you don't know anything about. I think it just started. I don't know, based on this report, I don't know how long it has been there, but there is this part of the report that mentioned how there is no specific policy on lithium so far in 2025. Excuse me. There is a need for federal government to take this decisive efforts and make policies concerning that. This in the face of the fact that things that need, lithium is raw material for batteries. Yes. Batteries, phone batteries, electric cars, and other things like that. So there is a need for us as a nation to start taking these into consideration, knowing that sooner or later, this will be the gold mine since everyone in the world is turning its attention to some of this kind of technology. So federal government will need to be proactive. We don't have to wait until when it becomes like the oil boom, then we start making frenzy and frantic efforts haphazardly. So Nigerians who have funds should consider investing in it. Maybe you should think of it.
Okay,
what do you think?
I will keep thinking, but meanwhile, let me face what I came here to do. Look at for the regulatory framework, the government should provide an enabling environment and streamline the regulatory frameworks to attract investment and ensure benefit for our local communities. Then government incentive and support for local investors could help them compete with foreign investors and ensure that sector benefit the local economy. Another one is financial institution involvement. The financial institutions should acquire knowledge about the industry and invest in mining businesses to support the growth. Yeah, they should acquire knowledge in that sector so that they can now know the direction in which to invest. I believe that, yes, with time, we will get there. We'll definitely get there. So with that, let's go to another paper this time around. Okay, the Daily Trust. Let's go to the Daily Trust. Let's just go to the major line. UNN never issued me degree certificate. Minister, that's the case of alleged forgery. The minister is saying the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, never issued him certificate. The Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Uche Naji, has admitted that the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, never issued him a degree certificate. This admission is part of a court filing in a case instituted against UNN and its official. Naji claimed he completed his program and graduated in 1985, but the university never gave him a certificate. Some of the key points of this that the university's vice chancellor confirmed that Naji did not complete his studies and was never awarded a degree. Naji submitted a degree certificate to Nigeria authorities, but UNN officials say it was either a mistake or manipulation. A 2-year investigation by Premium Times found that Naji's credentials were fake and he didn't complete his university education. Despite multiple efforts, Naji declined to comment on the matter. Now, Naji's admission raises questions about how he obtained the degree document submitted to the authorities and whether he qualifies for his current role. This is quite indicting.
This is quite indicting. Well, I don't know. Maybe we're looking forward to him tendering his resignation today because this is a criminal offense for him to forge credentials and present it like that. And most likely this is not the first time he's presenting those documents like that. So this is quite huge coming from a minister. There is no need for him to be silent over it, you understand? Yes. He should come out and do and apologize and maybe resign from his position, because I don't know how somebody that is a minister of the Federal Republic will be involved in this and will still be comfortable about it. Yeah.
Then if you look at it, the possible criminal offenses he might have committed, that is if he submitted a certificate that was forged. We have forgery, section 465, Criminal Code of the Criminal Code, for which we say forgery involves making or using a false document with the intent to deceive. So if Mr. Naji submitted a fake or manipulated degree certificate to any government agency, e.g. for employment or for appointment as minister, it will qualify as forgery. That is, if that is what he did, then the punishment is up to 3 years imprisonment. That's the Criminal Code Act, section 467.
You know, we have precedents like this in Nigeria where the former Speaker, House of Reps, Salisu Buhari, immediately he apologized and was about to be sentenced and amnesty was granted him. So I'm looking forward to, so it will serve as deterrent. Let's allow this gentleman.
He himself didn't apologize until he was head firm.
So that is it. Even in this case, if the university will come out to say we've not issued any certificate to him, we don't have any records of him finishing, then where else do you want him to go and assess? So the truth is that now they hold him by the neck.
They hold him by the neck.
You understand? So the only thing he will need to do now is for him to be taken to the court and sentenced and resign, and his replacement be appointed.
Okay, well, that is all we will take on this segment of the morning show. We'll go for a break. When we come back, the morning show continues.
Stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing Supercab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the Supercab app today. Supercab, your ride your way.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Sun TV, your premier 24/7 destination for local and international entertainment, news and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Sun TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Sun TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient and affordable 24/7 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Unlock seamless 24/7 financial transactions, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online Markets. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 24/7 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. SuperSoft. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts, and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking product and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering your future 24/7. Ascend to the future.
Keep watching Some TV.
Are you stuck in Jalingo late at night? Need a safe and reliable ride fast? Introducing SuperCab, Jalingo's trusted ride-hailing service from anywhere in the city. We will pick you up right at your doorstep. Book a ride in seconds. Safe, fast, and affordable. Visit www.supercab.com.ng or download the SuperCab app today. SuperCab, your ride, your way.
Fellow Tarabians, my name is Professor Jerome Nyame, the People's Professor. I want to call on all 168 wards that continuous voters registration is currently going on. I urge you to get your PVC today, your voice, and your ticket to participate in shaping our dear states. Get your PVC now, keep it safe, and exercise your right. Let's make our voice heard. Thank you. I remain the People's Professor, Professor Jerome Nyame.
When a tanker bearing fuel falls or an underground pipe bearing fuel bursts, what do you do? Scooping fuel in your bucket or running far away from impending fire? You have a few seconds to take the wisest decision. Walk away? No, that is not enough. Shift? No, that is not enough. Stay there and gist and take shots with your phone? That is madness. Run. Yes, run away. Yes, your life depends on your action. The flames come suddenly, unexpected but uncontrollable. Why? Fuel is highly inflammable. Why? It just requires a spark to set off a ravaging inferno. So, don't stay there to think. Storm away to live. Do not throw away your life in anguish for meaningless fuel siphoning. Be advised.
Hey Taraba State, let's ascend to the future. Imagine a world where entertainment, transportation, finance and commerce are at your fingertips 24/7. Welcome to the future. Taraba Business School and Taraba News proudly present a revolutionary lineup of products and services designed to transform your life. Som TV, your premier 24/7 destination for local and international entertainment, news and educational content. Come to the broadcast of News Hour on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of World News on Super Media Television.
Welcome to the broadcast of news across Nigeria on Super Media Television.
This is Sport Daily on Som TV.
Good morning, Nigeria. This is the morning show from Som TV.
Supercab, safe, convenient and affordable 24/7 transportation services across Jalingo and Taraba State. Unlock seamless 24/7 financial transaction, easy loans, and rewarding savings with our innovative mobile banking solution. Taraba Online Markets. Buy and sell local and exotic products. Connect with suppliers and grow your businesses 24/7 with our vibrant e-commerce platform. TBS e-learning. Access a wall of knowledge with our comprehensive online courses and myriad of professional programs. SuperSoft. Unlock exclusive subscription-based services, discounts, and reward. Don't miss this groundbreaking products and services. Join us as we all celebrate in the future and experience the future today. Taraba Business School and Taraba News, empowering